Back to the ATP Tour Mercedes Super 9 from Key Biscayne.
Worcester 3-2, second set. Just sense this crowd would love to get behind Courier. I think he's got to start winning 1 or 2 points, or at least getting to break point.
He doesn't want to get a break point because he hasn't won one yet.
Yeah, that's right.
How does he win a game without getting to break point? Well, he gave himself a real talking to at the change of ends, Courier, and he came out dancing.
Yes, he's now made 2 errors. 2 unforced errors since the talking to.
And his problem throughout has been that he's only once been able to get the first point of the game on the Worcester serve, and so often that'll set the tone and just give you that extra feeling or extra bit of confidence, or in his case perhaps confidence, which is otherwise lacking.
Well, rich applause from this crowd, who I think have really come to respect Thomas Muster. They may not exactly like him, and certainly not when he's playing the local. Yes.
The irony with all these missed break points, and it sounds as if it's an epidemic or a disease, a chronic disease with Courier. In fact, they both make about the same number of breaks during the year. In terms of percentages, they're not very different. So it's just coincidence, really, that it should be happening to Courier twice in 2 years here.
Three aces for Jim Courier. Followed by his fourth double fault. Big point for Courier, this.
Ball change.
Well, having gone from 40-love to 40-30, if he got back to deuce, I think he really would have started to lose confidence in himself. What can he do now at this stage, Fru?
Well, you've certainly got to think positively, and I think you've got to use your strength, and I would certainly be concentrating on the Muster backhand. I would be using my serve quite a bit more, serve volleying. Every time he's serve volleyed to Muster on the backhand side, he's won the point really with a great deal of ease. I was saying that there's not much to choose between the two of them when it comes to actually breaking their opponent's serve. Where Courier does trail Muster is in the ability to save break points. In other words, Muster's just that much grittier when he's serving, and he has to fight to save his serve. He wins a far higher percentage than does Courier.
Well, the important statistic is that Muster has converted 2 break points in this match, and Courier hasn't converted any. So we have the new balls. Muster serving 4-3. Second set. There's the clay quarter in him. It's a shot you see a lot on the clay court. A chopped forehand, like a squash shot, really. He almost slid to it.
He did slide. The best ever slider I saw on a hard court was former American #1 Cliff Ritchie. Famous tennis family, Cliff and Nancy Ritchie. Both #1s in America, but he used to slide on anything. Made of good Texas rock he was, or is.
Courier irritated, but Muster is making him play so many balls. That backhand just dipping over the net, causing Courier to play the half volley. It's 11 points on the run that Muster has won on his own serve. And it takes him to within a game of his first Lipton final since the one he didn't play 8 years ago.
Yes, it may be a low serving percentage by Muster, but he's actually, I think, served as well as I've seen him serve for some time.
Served intelligently. Courier 3-5. Ace count starting to rise.
Shows the extra little bit of confidence in Muster there. He could have run round that and played the forehand, but he feels he can work his backhand pretty well. Interesting shot that, because he really laid into it and hit it right down the middle of the court. Very often people feel when they've got to go for big shots, they've got to go for lines or wide of the opponent. You can be very positive in hitting to the middle of the court.
It was almost a tired shot from Muster. Can't believe Muster could be tired. Had to play at least 10 hours without a break to be tired. It's a good serve from courier. That's where he's won so many of his points, on the serve. But in a moment, it'll be Muster serving for a place in the Lipton final. 5-4, second set.
Back to the ATP Tour.
So, Jim Courier has been fighting back all week. But if he doesn't do it now, his number is up. The crowd doing its best to motivate him. But it's Muster serving for the match. 5-4, second set.
Well, this will be possibly the biggest test of Muster's serving and the improved serving and the big points, because he, as I said earlier, finds it difficult to wrap up matches with the serve sometimes. Even during this tournament, he was down break points against Korecha serving for the match. Well, I thought one of the best points that Courier played. He looked so much more positive. Of course, you'd expect him to pull out the stops now.
Little sigh on Courier's face when he missed that backhand. And Courier, I think he's got to start winning 1 or 2 points, or at least getting to break point.
He doesn't want to get a break point because he hasn't won one yet.
Yeah, that's right.
How does he win a game without getting to break point? Well, he gave himself a real talking to at the change of ends, Courier, and he came out dancing. So often that'll set the tone and just give you that extra feeling or extra bit of confidence, or in his case perhaps confidence, which is otherwise lacking.
Well, rich applause from this crowd, who I think have really come to respect Thomas Muster. Maybe not exactly like him, and certainly not when he's playing.
Back to the ATP Tour Mercedes Super 9 from Key Biscayne.
Muster, 3-2, second set. Just sense this crowd would love to get behind the local. Yes, he's now made 2 errors. 2 unforced errors since the talking to.
And his problem throughout has been that he's only once been able to get the first point of the game on the Muster serve.